Hi and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be how I upkeep my brows from day to day. What I use to sculpt them, how I sculpt them, and how I clean them up. I will be working with a pomade because that's my product of choice. I have had a lot of experience working with a brow brush because I used to use a powder through high school and a little bit into my later years. I only switched over to a pomade maybe a year and a half ago, and I've been loving it, but I do often hear that people struggle with using a pomade. So today, that's what I'll be teaching you to use. So if you want to see how you get these brows, then just keep on watching. So these are my brows in all of their glory. I'm simply going to comb through them just to remove any foundation that might have gone in there when I was putting on my foundation. So, they're a little bit in between needing a touch-up. I usually remove any of the little hairs that are kind of growing in. I like to start by using my pomade just to fill them in like I normally would. So I do a line at the bottom. Almost like I'm tracing where the bottom part is going to be, and I'm going to do the same thing for the top. I'm going to trace or outline where my brow is going to be. And once that's done, I have a good idea of what my brow is going to look as a finished product. And I'm literally going to not dip into my pomade again, and I'm going to just start spreading everything out. I like to work from the center. If you were to take your arch area and do a little plus sign, I want to start in the center of that. And just spread everything out. I feel like if you overfill your tail, you're not losing out. It's not hurting you. So it's better to start there and have too dark of a tail that you can kind of just comb through and tone down than to have a front part that looks crazy and overdrawn because you've put too much product there. So again, I'm just spreading and spreading. And if I need more, I'm going to dip it a little bit more. I'm going to start in that same spot in the back. And then there'll still be a little bit of product. I'm going to start dragging from the middle forward. And I like to work in just small little strokes to start building up that ombre. You can do upward strokes to fill it in. Gives you more of like a hair-like feel. I'm just using the very point of my angled brush to just kind of comb up. The ombre I feel is the most important part because it kind of goes from being natural to being overdrawn. Nobody's brows start very full in the front, so you want to avoid creating a brow that's very full in the front. It just gives you a very sharpy looking brow. I'm just working at blending wherever I feel like it's too harsh of a transition. I want it to be fading from nothing to something, and I'm adding a little bit of that square shape on the top that's not really there. That's my preference. I'm pretty happy with this. So at this point, I would just comb through one more time, make sure all the hairs are lying flat, and then I'm just going to look to see if there are any spaces where I need to create more shape. So like here, I felt like that wasn't sharp and crisp. I'm going to add a little bit of color till it is. I'm going to take my brow scissors and I'm going to trim away at some of these hairs here. Because I didn't need them. They were just in the way. They were causing an issue. And then these ones at the top I also don't need, so I'm going to trim whatever I need to trim. And then I'm just going to go in and remove any of the small hairs that need to be taken out and simply just clean it up. Feel pretty good about that. And then we're just going to clean it up with a little bit of concealer. And I like to just sway from side to side and slowly move up to my brow. I feel like this gives me the control that I need. And then just go in with whatever brow gel you have, whatever one you like. This one is the Benefit one. I love the way it smells. Just frame them, and voila, you've got beautiful, clean brows. I'm gonna go finish my face and I'll be right back. All right, and that's it. So as you can see, this is how I achieve my brows. I feel like they're natural but not too natural. They're sculpted but not over sculpted. As you know, I only clean up the bottom, and this gives me the look that I like. I hope it helped and that you tried it at home. See you in the next one. Take care.